Boy, it doesn't look very appetizing, does it? I don't have my veggies and my rice or whatever it is I'm going to eat on there. But look at this. This right here. This is what women think is a good portion of protein. They do. We think it's a great portion of protein. I mean, it's the whole leg, right? Ugh. Actually, it's a good leg. And that's one reason why I had to put my dogs up because my dogs will be sitting right here beside me tonight, staring at me, waiting for me to give them that bite of chicken, right? But we think that this is enough protein, right? And or three little pieces of shrimp or something like that. Grilled chicken the size of a toddler's fist. We think that, or a bar. Now listen, a health bar. I hear it called health bars anymore. A protein bar, and you look at the back, and there's more carbs and fat than there is protein. Eek. We call them health bars. And I probably would have said the same thing, but I'm going to be really honest with you. They're very highly processed food items with a lot of chemicals in them, and we call them bars. The better way would be this right here, right? Although it doesn't look very appetizing on this paper plate right here with nothing on it and that cold piece of chicken. Cold piece of rotisserie chicken don't look very good. But we think that that is okay, a good portion of protein. And we wonder why we're exhausted. We do. We wonder why we're inflamed and craving sugar and watching the scale go up. Listen to me. And we're still hungry an hour later. I love you, ladies, but I gotta tell you the truth. And this is because no one has ever told you. And no one told me when I needed to hear it. If you don't learn how to feed your body protein, your body will feed on you. That is crazy, but it's true. If you don't learn to feed your body the right amount of protein, your body will feed on you. And that is the truth. And here's what I get to hear every single day from my lovely, beautiful clients, whom I love, and I truly do love. Women, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70 years old. And they say, Allie, I'm barely eating and I still can't lose weight. And I used to be able to drop weight so fast. I know it has to be menopause. Now nothing works. I'm gaining in my belly and I've never had that before. I'm tired. I'm puffy. I'm foggy and I don't know what's wrong. And you know what? I believe them. And you want to know why? Because I was them. I was you. If you're saying that, I was there. I did everything the fitness world told me to do. I did crazy things even. I did HCG drops. You remember those? Some of you remember those, where you have these drops and eat a green apple a day and you're supposed to be just fine and lose weight. Sure, you lose weight. You're eating one green apple a day. Come on. And you're hangry and mean. Everybody hated me. I did extremely low carb. I thought if low carb is good, lower carb is better. I'm an extremist. Let's go all the way. 20 grams or less every day. I did low calories, 900 or less calories. Whoa. I have lived on chicken broth for a while and protein shakes, healthy shakes. Yeah, scratch the healthy part. There is highly processed protein shakes, to be really honest. And I lost weight, sure. But here's the thing. When I lost weight, guess what? I also lost lots of muscle tissue. I did. I lost muscle. I lost energy. And I lost my sanity. And I thought I was doing everything right. But the truth was, I was slowly destroying my metabolism. I got down to 120 pounds at 5'7", and my body looked like a mess. It wasn't attractive. I thought losing weight would make me look great. It made me look older. and it made me look like a stick. My butt fell off. I always say that. I didn't look good. I didn't look healthy because I wasn't healthy. You know why? I destroyed my metabolism. Here's why I looked so bad. I lost so much muscle tissue because I wasn't getting enough protein. I wasn't giving my body what it needed to thrive. I wasn't eating enough protein at all, not consistently and not intentionally. And the longer you do that, the more your body adapts to survive, not transform. So here's what nobody teaches women. Protein isn't just a macronutrient. It is, listen to me, a survival nutrient. It is a survival nutrient. By that I mean, if you don't get protein, you die. Literally, you die. Low protein is bad. It is not good. Don't be afraid of your protein, especially over the age of 40. Did you know that you need more than you needed when you were 20? Wow, I would have thought I needed more when I was 20 or 30. The older you get, the more protein you need. And the sad thing is that the older we get, the less protein we seem to have. Listen, protein is the one thing your body cannot store for later. And yet, it's the thing that supports everything. It supports your metabolism, your brain function, your focus. It supports your sleep regulation, your muscle maintenance, your hormone production. Listen to me right there. Hormone production. It supports your digestion and your blood sugar. And did you know that protein is your craving control? Ladies, if your protein is low, your body can't even make the hormones you're blaming your symptoms for. Did you hear that? If your protein is low, your body cannot make the hormones that you're blaming for your symptoms. I have begged and I've pleaded, I've cried with some of y'all to say, please eat your protein. Please eat your protein. And listen, it's not the only thing that you need. You've got to understand your carbs right, especially if you're over age 40. You got to understand fiber is important. You got to understand what the balance of your healthy fats look like. All those things. You got to understand your workouts. You do. These are really important things. But listen, we start with protein for a reason at BodBabes. And listen, we feel tired because our blood sugar's crashing all the time. We feel puffy because our inflammation is high. We crave sugar because our insulin is out of control and we're losing muscle and not fat. I had a client that went for a DEXA scan last Friday. And I was so excited to see her new DEXA scan because I've worked in the gym with her about 9 months, but also I've worked with her on her diet. And you know who you are, Janice. And I'm not going to say your whole name here, but I am so proud of you. And she lost 20 pounds, over 20 pounds, and in 9 months. Boy, that doesn't seem like a lot, does it? I will tell you, her body composition has changed so much. She was big here in the middle. I don't even know how many inches she lost. I remember one of the first times, I think it was, I don't want to say it out loud, but I'm thinking 11 inches in one of the first measurings, just in one spot, all right, around her waist. I could be wrong, but I'm going to have to look that up, Janice, and I have to see, but I'm pretty sure that just sounds crazy. Listen, it changed her body composition. What did? Her gym workouts? A little bit. The support of the food. That is the important part. Listen, our metabolisms are slow because our body is in protection mode. And that's why when you come on at BodBabes at first, we don't track carbs and fats first. We got to focus on protein because protein is the anchor. And if you can get that right first, everything else just gets easier. If we don't get that protein right, ladies, everything else feels like a grind. So if you forgot about your protein and you used to get it in, or you've been here a while at BodBabes and you're still not getting it in, that's an issue. All right, get it in. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Allie, I eat healthy. I don't eat that much. I try to get my protein in. I think I'm doing pretty good. Girlfriend, you're not. Listen to me. I say that with all kinds of love in my heart. If you're not tracking it, if you're not tracking your protein, you're not hitting it, period. Most women I coach think they're getting 100 grams of protein every day. And you know what they're really getting? Maybe 50 or 60. And that's the truth. Do you know how fast the female body over the age of 40 burns through that much protein? It's just not enough, ladies. We're rebuilding decades of undereating, dieting, inflammation, insulin resistance, hormone shifts, and muscle loss. And if you're not giving your body if you're not giving your body the one thing, the right thing it needs to do that, you're just spinning your wheels. So I want you to know it's not about perfection. And this is definitely not about being obsessed. This is about being aware. And if you're not willing to track it, listen to me with all the love in my heart. If you can't find it in your wheelhouse to find the discipline to track your protein, you're not going to transform. You're not ready to transform. You have to understand that part. And here's what happens when we don't eat enough protein. Your metabolism slows down because your body is breaking down your muscle to survive. Your own muscle tissue, your body is consuming it. Isn't that crazy to think? But it's true. Look it up. See if I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Go search the internet. I'm telling you the truth. And we wonder why we feel soft and we start getting weight around our middle. And even if our weight goes down, we're soft. And I thought, well, what is this? I look so different. Why did I look so different whenever I lost all that weight? Because I had muscle loss. And we crave sugar and carbs constantly because our body is not satisfied. Our body is searching for protein. It's craving more protein. And we're filling it with things that aren't protein. And our body is not satisfied. We don't poop right. Whoa, I said poop. Yes, our digestion struggles. It slows down. We don't sleep well because our blood sugar keeps crashing. And we gain fat even while under eating. Did you ever feel like that? I'm barely eating anything. Why do I look like I'm getting fatter? Because your body is in stress response. That's why. You look in the mirror and you feel inflamed and puffy and frustrated, and then you blame your age. And I know menopause is so real and hormones are real, but the solution is not cutting more carbs and it's not eating less. It's giving your body what it's starving for. And that's what we do at BodBabes. In this program, you know, if you're my client, I don't hand you a 1,200 calorie cut plan and say, good luck, there you go. Just follow this program and you're going to win. I don't. We start with your body specifically. I want to know your numbers, your goals, and I give you your own protein goal. And I usually start at a little low, and most of you think it's a little high. And it really needs to go up a little bit more usually. And what we do at BodBabes is we build real life plans around all of that. You get coaching, you get correction, you get accountability, you get love, all the stuff. And yes, you're going to track, and we track for a reason. It's not because I want to overwhelm you. You come on at BodBabes and Allie says, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to have them track their food because I want to overwhelm them. I'm doing it because I love you. I want you to understand your food. I want you to learn about your food. And if you're not tracking it, you're not learning. You really aren't. I give you carb goals, protein goals, all that. We just start with just your protein and your calories. But as we move forward, there's a reason we track it because I want you to learn. I want you to get off the diet roller coaster and quit going being on a diet, off a diet. And I want you to understand what it looks like to not only get to your weight loss goal, but then how to keep it for the rest of your life, how to stay healthy, keep your blood sugar right so you don't have to go on metformin and have issues because of blood sugar. Type 2 diabetes is on the rise. That's why we're tracking. We're not tracking because it's not necessary. We're tracking because it is necessary. I don't want to overwhelm you. Take your time and let's go slow if we have to. Let's take our time, but I need you to do it, to understand what it looks like. If you think this is all the protein you need at your dinner and you really haven't ate any protein for lunch and you ate 2 eggs for breakfast, then 2 eggs for breakfast might be around 17 grams of protein. This might be around 15, maybe not. Then you're in trouble. When you finally understand what your body truly needs, hear me, the anxiety fades, the guesswork ends, and you actually see results. Women say, Allie, why my waistline is getting smaller, but the scale's not moving. Why is that? That happens sometimes. That happens a lot when ladies come on my program. The scale doesn't dive right away. Why? Why is it doing that? Because you're starting to get protein and your body will allow you to build muscle tissue because it wants you to be strong and healthy. And it will go, oh, finally, I'm getting enough protein so I can rebuild muscle tissue. Scientists and doctors are now calling muscle the organ of longevity. Did you know that? The less muscle you have, they say the shorter your life is. Get strong, ladies. Get your protein in. Tracking's not all about rules. It's about information. And that's how you get unstuck. I want you to get unstuck. Track it. Understand your food. So, I'm not going to give you a cheap PDF, right? People ask me for sample menus. That's all they want. Sample menus. Just tell me what to eat and I'll eat it. But you can't eat that way for the rest of your life. You don't understand it. If I give you a sample menu, you don't understand why it's set up that way. Yeah, it'll have pretty decent balance. It will have your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and even your fiber. It'll help balance your blood sugar, give you at least 120 grams of protein a day. But you know what? It doesn't teach you the principles of why I set it up that way. So when you get off that sample menu, guess what? You are screwed. You don't understand it. You're back to guessing again. That's why we track it. Okay. I've been on that soapbox long enough, right? So I'm not just handing you macros and disappearing either. I'm not. Because this isn't a maybe kind of program. This is a serious program for serious women who are ready. It isn't easy. It isn't. Man, people see the transformations and they say, I want to be next. Everybody wants to celebrate the winner, right? When you do a marathon, man, everybody's celebrating the winner at the end. Or the people who even ran the race and finished, they're celebrating. Oh my gosh, it's great. And when they start off, boy, people are cheering. They're just, oh my God, here we go. They don't talk about the middle, the grind, the hard work, where you're running the marathon and you wonder, oh my God, am I going to make it? And everything in your body feels like it wants to quit. It wants to shut down. And you don't know how you're going to get to the finish line. Boy, that sounds awful, doesn't it? Well, that makes BodBabes sound awful. Well, this is a hard journey, and maybe it's not exactly like that. It is a hard journey. It's not easy. So when people see the finished product, they just think, oh God, I want to go at BodBabes. But I'm going to tell you the truth. It's a learning process. It's going to take your time. It's going to take some time. And it's going to take willingness to learn, right? And man, it's going to take dedication. It is. It's gonna take consistency. And it is going to take, not only that, it's gonna take dedication. And you are gonna have to do things when you don't feel like doing them, right? You're not gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. BodBabes clients aren't perfect. None of us are. We mess up all along the way, including me. But here's the thing, it is gonna require something of you. When you look at a body that is fit and they're in their 50s or 60s or 70s or 40s even, you look at that fit body and I will tell you that was earned. It's not given. It's earned. That's someone who made the commitment, who committed to their goals, who said that my health is a priority. And I said this today, and I say this a lot, and I need you to hear it. And it sounds awful. I'm good at saying awful things, but it's true. I have said in my past, and I'm sure most of you have, I just don't have the time. I am too busy to commit to a program like BodBabes. I'm just too busy. What you're really saying is this: my health is not a priority for me. What? Boy, that doesn't sound right, but it's true. Our health has to be a priority. If you're just guessing at your nutrition, if you aren't eating right, if you're barely eating, if you're not getting enough protein, and those things don't matter to you, your health is not a priority to you. And here's the thing, you are worth it. When you make your health a priority, you're going to have more energy. All right? Make yourself a priority. You are important. I want you to live a long time. You want to live a long time, only if you're healthy, though, right? So give it all you've got. You're going to mess up, you're going to fail, but make you and make your health a priority. And if you're tired of starting over, if you're exhausted from trying everything, and if you're finally ready to understand what your body needs, and you're not a BodBabes client, go over there. Ask me for the link. I'll give it to you. Listen, ladies who are on my program, tracking protein is not optional. It's foundational. Okay? Start today. Commit to it. Be consistent. And give your body the chance to finally show you what it can do when you stop starving it. I love you, ladies. Let's go eat some protein. Let's rebuild our bodies. All right? Let's do it. Let's do it. You were never broken. You were just underfed. I love you, ladies. Have a good night.